Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fantasy Football. I'm Todd Gonzalez, and we are starting Season 4 today. Can you believe it? I never thought we'd make it this far in this series, and I want to thank each and every one of you that has stuck around for the story of the Daggerford Rogues, the ups and downs, the highs and lows. It has been a journey, and we have become one of the best teams in the league. We should be at least playoff favorites or contenders heading into this season, but it is going to be tough. One of the biggest storylines coming into this year is who is going to win the Sword Coast division. All four of these teams have a case to be made that they're the best in the division. The Waterdeep Dragons held reign over the division for so many years while they had John Throgood as their starting quarterback. Their offense terrorized defenses for so long. They have moved on from him in the offseason, but they have picked up Willie Beeman, a transcendently talented young signal caller who has some of the best speed and arm strength that the game has ever seen. A precocious, prodigious talent who could guide their offense to even higher heights this season. And they've got the defense to back it up as well. The Neverwinter Knights were longtime playoff contenders before falling into a couple of rough years the last two seasons. They have failed to earn a winning record, and they have really struggled on the field, but that doesn't stop them from having one of the most talented rosters in the league. They are great on offense, particularly at running the ball with their all-world running back Richie Marcus. They have a great offensive line, and their defense is nothing to sneeze at as well. Very talented team, looking to put it back together this season, and they will be a tough test as well. The Rogues, of course, made it to the AFC Championship game a season ago, and we fell a field goal short of making it to the Super Bowl. It was the best season that the franchise has ever had. Now, here in Season 4, we are looking to capitalize on that success and actually make it to the big game. We've made a lot of strides on the defensive side of the ball. We've got a cool new defensive coordinator, Bill Cowher, and hopefully he can whip these guys into shape and we can come up with more of a pass rush than we've had over the last couple of years, as that will be the key for us to winning the division. And lastly, but definitely not least, is the Baldur's Gate Space Hamsters. This is a team that was in the toilet when we started this series. They were absolutely awful. Worse than the Rogues, and the Rogues were pretty bad back in Season 1 as well, but the Space Hamsters have steadily gotten better and better. They added the great wide receiver Peaches Lloyd, they have a fantastic offensive line, and in the last offseason, they got John Throgood, who came out of retirement as a free agent and signed with Baldur's Gate. And that was the biggest storyline of the offseason. Everyone's still buzzing about it. And he looked great in the preseason and doesn't appear that he's even lost a step. And so some people are calling them the sneaky dark horse favorites in the division. They're saying it could be a dogfight. The Dragons, Rogues, and Space Hamsters are popular picks to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. And really, with these four teams beaten up on each other all season long, that could also open the doors for some of the other teams in the conference. And so the pressure will really be on the Rogues this year, as we've got to be on top of our game all season long, and it starts with this, a matchup against the Manshaka Tigers, a team that finished 4-12 last season, earning the number 4 pick in the draft. They chose a wide receiver, Dean Bojangles, who figures to be their starting kick returner and get a lot of time on offense as well, a very fast player, an exciting addition for them. The Tigers are a team that has a lot of talent on both offense and defense, and special teams too. They just haven't been able to put it together in the last couple of years, as last year they were one of the worst teams in the entire league. And in our matchup against them, we blew the doors off of them 51-21 in the second to last game of the regular season. Looking over at the Rogues, this is the most balanced we've ever looked heading into a season. We have a 94 offense, led of course by Alex Appleseed and Damian Bennett, and our new crop of wide receivers. And then on defense, it looks like we are rated an 89 overall, which is kind of hard for me to believe, but there we are. We've made a lot of strides, particularly in that secondary. The linebackers and defensive linemen have gotten a little bit better as well. And Bill Cowher really seems to be shaping this defense up. We'll see if it translates into the regular season, but I'm pretty excited about our prospects. And, well, we are all ready to get this game underway. Season 4 beginning right now, the Manshaka Tigers at the Daggerford Rogues. Welcome back, everybody, to Daggerford Stadium. My goodness, it feels good to be back after a long off-season away from football. Faerun is ready to start a new season, and it couldn't be more ideal conditions down there on the field. 66 degrees with just a little bit of wind. And the conditions are rife for an offensive explosion from the Daggerford Rogues here today as we begin Season 4. And there's a look at the defensive tackle, Pot Roast, a big acquisition in the offseason for the Manshaka Tigers, one of the biggest players in the league. And he clogs up the lane in the middle of the defense for them as they play a 3-4. He is the nose tackle tasked with taking up the Rogues' interior blockers. And we'll see if they're able to clog the running lanes for Damian Bennett. There was a lot of hand-wringing about whether or not we'd bring him back for another season, but here he is, number 8, still in a Rogues uniform, looking to take us to the promised land, as Bennett has been a loyal Rogue, as there we can take a look at the Rogues defense, and also Synthania Tugboat is down there for some reason, warming up with the defense. I'm not really sure what they're doing, but the Tigers have won the toss here. They've elected to receive the ball. The Rogues will take the wind. Season 4 about to get underway. Danilo Fantone in to kick it deep. And back for the return is the number 4 pick in the draft, Dean Bojangles. Fantone boots it deep, and this one's going to go into the end zone. And Bojangles will not take it out. They will start their season from the 20-yard line. For the first season under new defensive coordinator Bill Cower, and the defense returns its entire cast of starters from last season. We made it to the championship game. And on the first play of the season, Justice Bunn taking Aquarius Juice down to the backfield for a 3-yard loss. Well, that's a great way to get things started. And quickly now taking a look at Manshaka's starters. They've got Juice, they've got Neo Chartreuse under center, Todd Pinkston and Freddie Cream Cheese, the wide receivers, and Cornbread is the tight end. And hit as he throws, and can't get it to Cornbread that time as the pressure coming off the end by linebacker Seamus Gilhooly. A fantastic start for the Rogues defense, getting penetration in the backfield on the first 2 plays. And that's exactly what Bill Cower was talking about. We need to get guys into the backfield more often. And now Chartreuse back to pass. Looking left, caught Cream Cheese. That's going to be a gain of about 8 yards, but it will not get them the first down. They go 3 and out on their first possession. Perhaps it will be all about the defense this year for the Rogues. As here is Radical Chris in to punt it away for the Tigers. Kevin Rhombus back for the return. And the punt is away into the wind. It's a short punt, and Rhombus isn't going to get there before it bounces at the 40. Takes a generous bounce for the Tigers. And they're going to down it at the 28-yard line. The Rogues will come out of a 2 tight end package here. Synthania Tugboat is the lone wide receiver, split off to the right. Appleseed calling the play at the line of scrimmage. Will hand it to Bennett on the right side, and Bennett getting some good blocking now and picks up about 7 yards all the way out to the 34. A good start for Bennett, and there was a really good block downfield. I believe that was Ike Barbecue leading the way, pulling guard on that counter play, and now 2nd down and 3 here. Bennett will get the call this time on the left and blown up for a loss. That's Robert Smith, the right end, getting in the backfield and taking him down for a loss of 2. Now the Rogues will have ourselves a 3rd down and 5. They're going to double cover Tugboat over on the right side. Appleseed will go back to pass, looking out for Buckshank in the flat. He's got him for a 1st down. An easy pitch and catch to the tight end, getting it across the 40. Well, after the departure of Sylvester Gordon in free agency, the number 1 target on this team, unquestionably, Ozymataz Buckshank. And now here on 1st down, Appleseed running a little play action at him. Going deep, and caught! Tugboat to the 20-yard line. What a catch by Synthania Tugboat. The wide receiver who averaged 20 yards per reception last season, led the league in that category, won the Rookie of the Year award, changed their name in the offseason to Synthania. And they are off to a very good start as Appleseed has started out 2 of 2 for 45 yards. And that was just a beautiful catch by Tugboat, who really has looked the part of a number 1 wide receiver all throughout the offseason. Now a handoff to Massimo on the right side, and that'll pick up about 6 yards. A good run there to the 15-yard line. Tony Massimo getting into the game for the first time, and a well-blocked play picks up about 6 yards. The Rogues now will have a 2nd down and 4. Appleseed going back to pass, looking right for Tugboat, and that'll be caught inside the 10 for a 1st down. Dre Bly on the coverage, but Tugboat looking unstoppable early in this game. Rogues marching right down the field, throwing the ball all over this Manshaka defense early on. Toss play Bennett, right side, and ahead to the 5-yard line. A solid pickup, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Manshaka, defense on their heels, looking to keep the Rogues out of the end zone here. And on 2nd and goal, Appleseed will go back to pass. Looking off to the right, and for Bennett, floating it out, caught, and that's not going to get into the end zone. They will get it to about the 2-yard line. On third down and goal here, the Rogues are going to spread out the defense. 4 wide receivers in. Appleseed will go back to pass, and he's going to roll to the right now. Looking into the end zone for Tugboat, and knocked away by Dre Bly. Nobody open that time. A good job by the Tigers defense. It looks like they're going to hold. We'll have a 4th down from the 3 now. And this early in the game, we are going to bring out the field goal unit and just try to put the first points on the board. This will be a 21-yard attempt, well within the range of Danilo Fantone, who earned the award last year for the best kicker in the league. And that is no problem for him. Puts it right through. The Rogues go ahead 3-0. So after a touchback on the kickoff, Manshaka will come out with their second possession. Their first time they had the ball, they did nothing. Now they will come out and hand it off to Aquarius Juice up the middle. Had a hole for a second, but a good tackle from behind there by Cesar Villalobos. That's a 2-yard pickup to the 22. Now the Rogues will come out with 4 linebackers here on 2nd and 8, and Polamalu up in the box as well, as Chartreuse is sacked off the right end. Coming through was Seamus Gilhooly, getting pass rush for the 2nd time today, and they were in the backfield in a hurry that time. Bill Cower has got this defense playing really well early on in this game. 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. Back to pass, looking right, caught Pinkston, and that'll move the chains. The first down of the game for the Tigers. They move it out to the 34-yard line. A good job there by Neo Chartreuse, standing tall in the pocket and finding the open receiver. 1st down and 10 here. The linebackers shifting over. Polamalu comes up into the box. Chartreuse rolling to the right now. He's got some speed, and he's going to be tackled at the 40-yard line. A good run. Seamus Gilhooly slamming the door shut on that one, as they'll pick up 6 yards and get it out to the 39. Neo Chartreuse is one of the better scramblers in the league, has similar running ability to an Alex Appleseed, and can really do damage out there with his legs. And it'll be on the defense to try to limit that kind of thing, as now Juice gets it on the left side, and that'll pick up a 1st down. A good run out near midfield. That one picked up 9 yards, and those last 2 plays were the longest runs of the game so far for Manshaka. They will have it at the 48-yard line. 2 wide receivers. They send Cream Cheese in motion off to the left as they come out in the I formation. Toss play Juice, left side, cuts it up. Good blocking now, and Juice will be hit hard by Lefty Washington, but that's a 7-yard pickup, and they are now in Rogues territory all the way to the 45. We've mentioned it many times. Manshaka is a very talented team. They've got a great offensive line. Aquarius Juice is an awesome running back. They just have not been able to put it all together, but they're looking pretty good moving the ball down the field on this drive. Back to pass, Chartreuse has time, now looks to the right. That's a catch for Cream Cheese and an awkward tackle as Ilko was out there on the coverage, but they will pick up the 1st down as they give him the spot at the 42. Just a methodical drive here by the Tigers as they are still not in field goal range. We are within 2 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Hand off, Juice up the middle, and Justice Bunn right there to make the tackle. That's a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 upcoming now for Manshaka. They will come out with 2 tight ends. Juice, the lone tailback. And it looks like they're going to send Cornbread in motion off to the left side here. Chartreuse back to pass. Pressure and sacked! Gilhooly got him for the 2nd time. Seamus Gilhooly making plays early in this game, and he's already got 2 sacks. And now they'll have a 3rd down and 14, the 3rd long 3rd down situation the Tigers have found themselves in early. And Chartreuse back to pass, looking over the middle. Caught Cream Cheese, 1st down. What a play by Freddie Cream Cheese, getting behind the defense that time, and a good throw right into the soft spot in the zone coverage. That'll get them into field goal range, the 29. Really great play there, and that's going to bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. The Rogues still lead 3-0. Just a beautiful sunny day down there on the field. A packed house as the stadium is completely full of Rogues fans here today. Chartreuse back to pass to start off the 2nd quarter, looking into the end zone and knocked away. Great coverage that time by Troy Polamalu. Polamalu broke on the pass and just knocked it out of the air, and now we see at the bottom of the screen the Neverwinter Knights have dropped their 1st game of the season to the Direwolves, 31-15. So they are in the loss column as it looks like somebody has jumped off sides. I believe that was on the Tigers. Yes, that was a false start. That'll move them back 5 yards. 2nd and 15 now, and it looks like they're going to come out of a 3 tight end set. Number 79, Van Buren, is in as a tight end. Chartreuse will go back to pass, and sacked! It's Tumbleweed, Gerard Tumbleweed, who had 5 sacks in the playoffs, getting started early, and that's already the 3rd sack for the Rogues defense on the day. Defensive line setting the tone early and getting into the backfield, forcing pressure on Neo Chartreuse. Back to pass. Looking deep into the middle of the field, and incomplete as Cream Cheese had a shot at it. That was a perfectly placed throw, but ultimately they couldn't make it happen, and now it'll be 4th and 21. And they will bring the punt unit in here. Radical Chris in to punt it away. Gets it off, and it's going to bounce right about at the goal line. The Rogues will have a touchback. 1st down and 10, and the Rogues are going to run some play action at him. Appleseed rolling to the left now, gets it away, and incomplete at the feet of Tugboat. The pass rush getting to Alex Appleseed that time. That's something we did not see the first time the Rogues had the ball. The offensive line did a great job on that first drive, keeping Appleseed upright. Now here on 2nd down, we hand it to Bennett. Good block from Mario Bell, and Bennett will go for about a 4-yard pickup. The Rogues' offensive line has been together the same unit now for 4 consecutive seasons. One of the longest tenured offensive lines in the league, and now here on 3rd down and 6, Appleseed will go back to pass. And nobody's open. He is going to throw it up for grabs. And caught by Bennett! What a play! Hit the 39-yard line. That play gained 15 yards, and that was a miracle that it wasn't picked, as Appleseed just kind of threw it up into traffic, and Bennett came back and found it. And that gives Appleseed now 69 yards passing on the day. Bennett, left side, gets a great block downfield, and he will go for about 7 yards as Cheesesteak laid out a linebacker that time and sprung him for a big gain off the left. I still can't stop raving about that great throw and catch by Appleseed and Bennett on a couple of plays ago. Moving the ball down the field, and that's just the sort of ball we've come to expect from the 2-time MVP. Now Appleseed going back to pass here, looking deep on the right, and caught! Joe Ghostkeeper, and he goes out of bounds at about the 34. The first reception in the league for Ghostkeeper. The Rogues continue to march down the field with great efficiency here. 1st and 10, and Bennett will get the call on the left, and pretty decent blocking again as he picks up about 4 yards. The Rogues' offensive line so far doing a fantastic job of opening up holes in the running game. Now Massimo checks back in the backfield, and Appleseed will go back to pass, looking deep on the right for the tight end Buckshank. He's wide open, and it's a touchdown! Daryl Chandelier on the coverage that time, could not get to Buckshank. Appleseed, I mean, he was wide open. It was a good throw, but Buckshank doing it all by himself that time, just getting wide open with the separation. Touchdown, Rogues. The first touchdown of the season goes to the big tight end. It's a 30-yard touchdown pass, and it'll extend the lead now 9-0 with Danilo Fantone in to kick the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good, and it's 10-0 Rogues. That was a 7-play, 77-yard drive that was made possible by the heroic 3rd down conversion from Appleseed to Bennett early in the drive. Now coming out for the kickoff, Fantone into the teeth of the wind, and for the first time, Bojangles is going to have a chance to return it. Looking for some blocking up the middle, and doesn't get it! Taken down hard at about the 20-yard line. The last time the Tigers had the ball, they moved down into Rogues territory, but came away with no points as they punted from the wrong side of the 50. Chartreuse back to pass here on 1st down, looking left, wide open. And there is Portcullis, the fullback, and that'll be a 1st down, a gain of about 13 off the left side. Chartreuse today has started 5 of 8 for 52 yards. Beg your pardon, make that 54. And a handoff to Juice, cuts out to the right, and a solid pickup. That's going to be about 4. Lefty Washington on the tackle. 2nd down and 7. Chartreuse will come out with 4 wide receivers here. Back to pass, and has all day. Looking over the middle. Caught! Cream Cheese. And that's another 1st down. They get it to the 45. 12-yard pickup. And when Neo Chartreuse has been given time today, he's been very efficient carving up the defense. Now, quickly, they will hand it to Juice on the right side, and he's going to spring it out for a 1st down. Big hit by Pulumalu, but an 11-yard pickup, and the Tigers move the chains now. 3 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays. They are really moving the ball well once again, same as they did last time they had it. And we'll see if they are able to come away with some points on this one as they hand it to Juice up the middle. Tumbleweed making the tackle, but that's going to be a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7, and they will come out with 3 wide receivers as the defense is in the nickel. Looking over the middle, wide open, Cornbread, the tight end. That's going to pick up a first down. And they have now got it on the 26-yard line. They'll come out with 3 wide receivers. Chartreuse with Juice in the backfield behind him. Juice will get the carry. And blocked up over the middle. Nowhere to go, and Lefty Washington makes the stop after a gain of a yard or 2. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. 4.5 to go in the first half. It's been a very fast-moving game so far. Chartreuse looking right, caught Pinkston, and laid out. A great tackle that time by Polamalu. They will come out in a bunch formation here with 4 wide receivers close to the line. Chartreuse looking right and deep, and knocked away by Ilko. They fail on 3rd down, and now on 4th and 4, they will bring out the field goal unit. Now the Rogues defense doing a little bend but don't break, as now they will have held the Tigers to a 37-yard field goal attempt. Dave Sarsaparilla in to kick it, and it's up and good as he snuck it in that left upright. That cuts the lead to 10-3. The second straight good drive by the Tigers. And now the kickoff by Radical Chris and Tony Massimo back there for the return. Massimo up the middle to about the 30-yard line. The Rogues will start from the 30-yard line, 3 wide receivers in. Back to pass, Appleseed looking out to the left for Bennett. Wide open up the sidelines, and Bennett forced out of bounds across the 45. First down, Rogues. Bennett making it look easy. Damian now has 3 receptions for 33 yards to start out the game. And on first down, he will get the call on the toss to the right and taken down at the line of scrimmage, but they're going to call a face mask on Chandelier. That will be 5 free yards for the Rogues. Just over 3 minutes to go now in the first half. The Rogues with a touchdown lead, and they've got the ball inside Tigers territory for the 3rd time in as many possessions. And now handoff left. Bennett fighting ahead, and I think he will be held short as Helga Lawrence making the tackle at the 44. It'll be 3rd and inches. This will be a great chance to bring out our new goal line running back, Stacy Mack. The short yardage carry up the middle, doesn't get the first down, held short. No gain there, and now 4th and inches from the 44. So the Rogues let it go to the 2-minute warning, and we are going to bring the offense out here on 4th and inches, being aggressive early in the season. Appleseed quarterback sneak gets the first down, moves the chains. Big hit there by Chandelier, but Appleseed, of course, pops right back up. 1st down and 10. And Appleseed will go back to pass. Has plenty of time now, looking off to the right. Now he'll pull it down and try to run. And now he will throw it at the last second, and that one was nearly picked. A dangerous throw. It's Appleseed trying to find Tugboat across the middle. Maybe he should have just pulled it down and tried to run that time. Now Appleseed will come out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers in. He goes back to pass, and he will look off to the right for Buckshank, and caught somehow. That's going to be a first down for the Rogues. We will hurry back up to the ball. You might have noticed that time we actually had a receiver wide open underneath and threw it to the wrong guy, but it didn't matter because Ozmataz Buckshank is just that good. 1st down and 10, Appleseed from the gun, and he's going to look out for Bennett. Wide open again in the flat, and Bennett will take it up the sidelines and out of bounds for another first down for Daggerford. Appleseed is 10 of 13 on the day, 161 yards and touchdown. Been unstoppable throwing the ball, and now on 1st down and 10, he will look out left for Tugboat, and Tugboat gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Rogues. A 13-yard touchdown pass, Synthania Tugboat, in the first game of the season, getting it into the end zone. That'll extend the lead to 2 touchdowns. Take another look here. This is that pick play we used to run for Sylvester Gordon. Now Tugboat in that role, and they are having a great start to the season. I'm calling it right now. This is going to be the season of Tugboat. This young player changing their name in the off-season, coming out as non-binary, and really just feeling themselves all through training camp, all through the preseason. Synthania Tugboat really, really looked good. Looked the part of a number 1 wide receiver in this league, and is set to just absolutely pop off. The reigning Rookie of the Year winner looks primed for potentially a huge season, catching the ball from Alex Appleseed. Now here is Danilo Fantone for the kickoff. And Bojangles will have a chance to return this one from the 8-yard line. And bearing down on him is Polamalu, and a huge hit at the 20. Troy Polamalu laying him out as they had nowhere to go that time. And the Tigers getting pummeled, literally and figuratively, down by 2 touchdowns with just over a minute to go in the first half. Chartreuse moved the ball effectively the last couple of times they've had the ball. They are now going to try to come away with some more points before the half. The pass on the left side is knocked away. Boomstick on the coverage that time, and it'll be 2nd and 10. A minute and 6 seconds to go in the first quarter, and they will come out with 3 wide receivers as the defense is in the base package. Back to pass. Chartreuse sacked again. It's Tumbleweed for the 2nd time today. Gerard Tumbleweed overpowering the offensive lineman there. Just threw him right back at the feet of the quarterback. What a ball player this young man has turned into. Gerard Tumbleweed just continuing to play like he did in the playoffs last season. The 4th sack already for the Rogues defense in the first half. It's an area we've really struggled the last couple of years, is getting to quarterbacks, and it appears that Bill Cowher has coached these guys to maybe be a little better in that department. His juice is blown up in the backfield. Justice Bunn gets him. That's a loss of a yard, and that's how the first half is going to come to an end. And the Rogues fans have a whole lot to celebrate as their team has looked very, very good in this first half. Rogues ahead 17-3 as we go into the break. And Daggerford will start the second half with the ball as we can take a look at the halftime stats. The Rogues have been throwing it all over the Tigers today. The Rogues defense has looked very good. This kickoff will go into the end zone, and Massimo will take a knee, and the Rogues will start from the 20. It was all about the passing game in the first half. The Rogues scored all 3 times they had the ball. Now it will be a handoff on first down for Bennett. Left side gets a good block downfield from Barbecue, and that's going to be a 10-yard pickup and a first down. 1st and 10, and the Rogues will come out with 3 wide receivers here. Run the play fake for Bennett, and Appleseed looking underneath for Ghostkeeper. Joe Ghostkeeper off the right side to the 45-yard line and a first down. Ghostkeeper's 2nd catch out of that slot position. And we move the chains. We've got the ball out near midfield once again. And we'll come out of the same formation here. This time a handoff for Bennett. Bouncing it out to the right. Not a lot of room over there, though. Taken down for a gain of about a yard by number 45, Sal Hingleton. The Rogues are committed to the running game. We've got 43 rushing yards so far in this one. We are really trying to establish Damian Bennett, get him going earlier in the season. He will get the call on the left, and getting a good block again from Barbecue, breaking a tackle, and another one, and Bennett up the left side. He's going to break it loose. Touchdown, Rogues. What a run from Bennett, and what a block downfield from Barbecue once again. The Rogues running game really cooking now. Bennett breaking 2 tackles on that one. Chandelier couldn't get him. Pot Roast wasn't going to catch him. And right up the sidelines for Damian Bennett. That was a 53-yard touchdown run. The Rogues just continuing to hammer away at him with the running game, and finally the dam broke. The Tigers are really on their heels here. Fantone for the extra point. It's good. The Rogues lead 24-3. A perfect drive to start out the second half as the Rogues took it right down the field and scored a touchdown. And we are still going against the wind here, so potentially a chance for a return from Bojangles. We'll see if he tries to avoid Troy Polamalu this time. And here comes Polamalu like a heat-seeking missile, clotheslining him at the 18-yard line. Well, we called it before it even happened. Polamalu said he wanted to be involved in special teams this year. He already gets in on the kickoffs and the punt returns and stuff, and so we put him out there, and 2 huge tackles as Chartreuse looking left and incomplete. Knocked away that time. Here we can see Travis Cobweb with great positioning on Cream Cheese, stepping in front and knocking the pass down. The Rogues defense doing a great job against the Tigers' passing attack so far. A whole bunch of sacks, and they've really not been able to get it going through the air. Down 3 touchdowns. They will need to change that as Pinkston gets a catch on the right side, and there's a face mask penalty on Lamar Ilko. That'll move the chains. A gift for the Tigers. A look at the total offense. It has not been pretty on Manshaka's side as they have just 106 total yards so far in this one. The Rogues defense doing a great job, holding him to just 3 first-half points. Chartreuse back to pass, looking right, and nearly intercepted as Cobweb stepped in front of that pass, and that would have been an easy pick 6 if he'd been able to corral it. Now it will be 2nd down and 10, and they will come out of the I formation, sending Cream Cheese in motion off to the left side. Back to pass, Chartreuse. Pressure, hit as he throws, but gets it away and dropped. A huge hit from Cobweb as they were trying to get it in that time to Cream Cheese. And Gilhooly was providing the pass rush off the right side. Seamus already has 2 tackles in this one. Very nearly got a third on that one. 3rd down and 10 upcoming here. Chartreuse back to pass, rolling right now. And intercepted! Kawaki Thomas up the left side, and he will be caught from behind by Bojangles at the 25. Very nearly a pick 6 there. The bobbling interception, and the first turnover on the season goes to the dime corner, Kawaki Thomas. Everything's coming up Rogues in this one. We will have a 1st down and 10 deep in their territory to start this drive. And Damian Bennett will get the call on the left. And he will pick up a couple of yards. Good tackle that time. Sharquan Bruce, the cornerback, getting in there to make the play. And you just get the sense that the Tigers really didn't stand a chance in this one from the start. As Appleseed and company are really just taking it to him. As he will pull it down and throws it into triple coverage and incomplete. Appleseed has gotten away with a couple of those today. And he did throw a lot of picks in the postseason. But so far, it has not come back to bite him today as he's completing 75% of his passes for a couple of touchdowns. Bennett, right side, shakes off a tackle but can't get back to the line of scrimmage. As we ran it on 3rd down and long, and that didn't work. So now it'll be 4th and 9. And we will bring out Fantone for a 42-yard field goal attempt. I'm not going to lie to you, I kind of forgot it was 3rd down when I called that play. So we started this drive at the 25-yard line, but couldn't move the ball, and Fantone puts the kick up, and it's no good. Missing it wide right, as that one had a lot of curve to it, and it'll still be 24-3. See if the Tigers are able to capitalize after the missed field goal. Fantone, an uncharacteristically weak kick, as I'm not even sure that one had the distance. It didn't matter as it was wide right anyway. Back to pass, and now Chartreuse pulling down to run. Look at all that room in the middle of the field. Neo Chartreuse out near midfield. Rhombus will make the tackle at the 46. And you got to wonder how Kawaki Thomas feels, the 30-year-old, 7-year veteran, making a play for his team, getting the interception, getting a great field position, and now Juice will go nowhere on that run, but the Rogues unable to capitalize on the turnover. Could this be a turning point in the game? Oh, look at Leach Ingram. Leach, open your eyes there, Leach. Leach Ingram before the game, we asked her why her eyes are so red. She said it was her allergies, and we do not believe her. 2nd down and 9. Chartreuse back to pass. Pressure now. Gets it away to Juice. And there's Polamalu making another play behind the line of scrimmage this time, forcing him into a 3rd down and long. Troy Polamalu continues to just get better and better season after season. And he is having a great game so far today. I believe he leads the Rogue in tackles up to this point. 3rd down and 9. They've got 3 wide receivers in. Chartreuse back to pass. Has time now and finds Cream Cheese. That'll move the chains. They get just enough, getting it out to the 41. Cream Cheese today has 51 receiving yards, as they have been the favorite target of Chartreuse. And now they will send the tight end Cornbread in motion off to the left side. Ernie Cornbread with Juice in the backfield, and Juice will get the call on the left side. Good blocking. Juice scooting through a hole and getting it to the 29. Good run there as Larry Law finally tracked him down from behind, but that's going to be another 1st down for the Tigers. They've got it at the 31 now. The Rogues defense is going to crowd the line here on 1st down. They send Pinkston in motion off to the left. Chartreuse trying to draw him off sides. He will hand it to Juice. Blown up by Boomstick in the backfield for a loss of 2. Tyler Boomstick getting in on the action, making a run stop there, and now it'll be 2nd and 11. Chartreuse from the shotgun. They will send Bojangles in motion off to the right. Still looking for their first catch as Chartreuse pulls it down now and taken down by Villalobos. A short gain there on the quarterback draw. 3rd down and long. The Tigers are 3 of 8 on 3rd downs thus far. Chartreuse with 2 tight ends in will go back to pass and looks left. Knocked away, incomplete. They were trying to get it in there to Cream Cheese, and great coverage on the play by Lefty Washington. So now they will have to settle for a 49-yard field goal attempt here with 3:49 to go in the 3rd quarter. The kick from Sarsaparilla is up. It's a line drive, hooking left and no good. So the 2 teams now have traded missed field goals, and the Rogues will have good field position to start this drive. taking over from the 38-yard line. On first down, we go for Bennett up the middle, and Helga Loritz right there to make the tackle. On second down and 10, we will try Bennett up the middle again, and Bennett puts it on the ground, and the Tigers have it. Oh no, it's recovered by Courtney Brown, the left end. Now Dick Vermeil has thrown the challenge flag. Daggerford wants him to take another look at this fumble. I did not have a good look at it when the play was live because there was such a mess of bodies in the middle there, and it's really hard to tell from that angle whether the ball came out. We'll have another look at it here. So you can see Ballard there making the first hit, and Lawrence made the tackle, and I think the ball might have actually hit. Yeah, it looks like the fumble was actually caused by the right knee of Gristle McThornbody. And I think that ball looks like it came out before his elbow was down. We'll take another, or no, it looks like they're ready for the decision. Oh, they've overturned it, so they say it was no fumble. Well, I'm not sure that I agree with the call there. That looked like a pretty good fumble to me, but evidently they had a better angle and saw something we didn't. Or else maybe the challenges in this game aren't exactly coded super great. Anyway, it's third down and 7, and Appleseed will roll to the left. Look at all that room out there for Appleseed. He's going to pick up the first down easily, and he'll be forced out of bounds at the 46. The Rogues moving the chains. Appleseed getting it done with his legs. Well, we saw that so much down the stretch last season. He was very effective running the football in our playoff game against Waterdeep. Now he will have a first down after he's earned it. We will come out and run the play action again. Appleseed looking for Buckshank, and a great throw and catch, and another first down to the 32. Take another look at this one. Appleseed had pressure coming, but got it away just in the nick of time. Buckshank was wide open on the out route. Well, we might have been given a gift that time by the refs after the fumble was overturned on questionable evidence. We are looking to take full advantage here with a first down and 10 deep in Tigers territory. Handoff. Bennett right side, taken down by a couple of Tiger defenders at the 30. Second down and 8 upcoming. Appleseed will go back to pass and rolling to the left. No room out there this time, and he will float it, looking for Tugboat, and incomplete. There's another dangerous pass there from Appleseed. I don't really know what he was thinking. By which I mean, I don't really know what I was thinking throwing that one. The third time now, Appleseed has just kind of thrown it up to nobody. And so far, it hasn't hurt him. It will. We cannot keep doing that, though. Third down and 8. Appleseed back to pass. Looking deep on the left, and knocked away. A great play there by the safety, Sharquan Bruce. Making the play. Now it'll be 4th and 8. That pass was intended for Dash Franklin, who came back to the Rogues on a 1-year deal just before the season started. We decided we wanted a little bit more depth at wide receiver, so we brought Franklin back. He didn't catch a pass all last season. But he is back in, and Fantone, misses badly on the field goal. Way wide right. Not a good start to the season for the reigning kicker of the year. That kick was not even close, even for a second. The Tigers will start after another missed field goal by Daggerford. And they will hand it to Juice up the middle, and Gilhooly right there to make the play. No gain. The clock strikes 0 on the 3rd. We will go into the final frame. Daggerford leading 24-3. And we will begin the 4th quarter with a second down and 9 for the Tigers. They will come out with 3 wide receivers. Bojangles in motion. Chartreuse back to pass. Has time. Looking underneath. Caught. Juice. That will be a short gain. Third down for the Tigers. And the Rogues are going to come up and crowd the line. Back to pass, Chartreuse. He looks left and caught Portcullis, the fullback, and that will be a first down. Great throw there by Chartreuse, as Gerard Tumbleweed got right through the line and got in his face. But ultimately they completed the pass for just enough to get the first down. And now a toss play, Juice left side, and running into Justice Bunn. It'll be a gain of about 2 for Juice. The Tigers out near midfield. Chartreuse will go back to pass. Looking right and caught. There's Bojangles with the first catch in the league, and that'll move the chains to the 42. Dean Bojangles coming into this season, a very hyped prospect, the number 4 draft pick in last year's draft. Getting on the board, and now Chartreuse pulling it down to run again, and there's Villalobos stopping the play right at the line. Another time they've tried that quarterback draw, and it didn't really work as they actually gained about 1.5 yards, maybe 2, as Chartreuse back to pass, looking over the middle, caught, cream cheese, They'll move the chains once again, a gain of about 14. The Tigers once again methodically moving the ball downfield. There you can see Cream Cheese's stats, their leading receiver with 63 yards on the day. Handoff, Juice up the middle, and I don't know who made the tackle that time. It looked like Juice fell down of his own accord. And that'll be a gain of about 5. They will have a second down here from about the 26-yard line. Back to pass, Chartreuse with tons of time, rolling right now, and Tumbleweed right there to make the play. Another sack for Tumbleweed, his 3rd of the game. Boy, this guy has really turned into some kind of player. Tumbleweed able to take over the game from that defensive tackle spot. Now a throw to the right, caught! Des White working on Kawaki Thomas. That'll get it inside the 10-yard line. A perfect throw there, dropping it in the bucket from Chartreuse to White. There is the first catch of the game for White, and we can see Chartreuse's stats, 15 of 25, 152 yards, and a pick. They've got a first down and goal. Juice left side, and Justice Bunn will make the tackle. 7 minutes to go now in the 4th quarter. The Tigers need to start thinking about the clock. Chartreuse will hand it to Juice. Stiff arm, and taken down in the backfield for a loss. Tyler Boomstick that time getting in the backfield, making his 2nd TFL of the game. Back to pass, Chartreuse looking into the end zone, and dropped! Trying to get it to White, but couldn't hang on. That'll make it 4th down and goal from the 9. The defense coming out in the dime package. 3 wide receivers in for Chartreuse. Back to pass. And has all day. Looking over the middle, nearly intercepted. Didn't matter, as it's a turnover on downs anyway. The Rogues will take over, as Lefty Washington that time got a hand on the pass and knocked it away. So the Rogues will take over from the 9-yard line. Tony Massimo in the backfield to start this drive. Massimo will get the call on the right side, and a nice gain. Well blocked. They pick up about 5 yards. So up by 3 touchdowns here. You can expect the Rogues to just try to run off as much time off the clock as we can, as Manshaka is going to need a miracle if they want to come back in this one. And off left, Bennett trying to cut it up, and he puts it on the ground again, and they've got it inside the 20. Damian Bennett, a couple of rare fumbles. One of them, of course, got overturned. And Vermeil wasting no time here, throwing out the challenge flag. We'll see what they say. Taking another look at this one. This is our last challenge of the game. Bennett. And once again, it looks like that fumble might have been caused by a different player than the one that made the fumble. Look at the foot of number 90, Robert Smith here. As Bennett twists around, and I think that ball just makes contact with the foot, and that knocks it out. And it really looks to me like that ball was out before his knee or his butt cheek came down, but I was wrong last time. Let's see what they say. Well, I don't really know what to say other than that maybe a little home field advantage that might be unearned for the Rogues, as the officials have overturned a couple of fumbles that I kind of disagree with. You can expect to see some angry letters in the league office from Manshaka Tigers fans after this one. Bennett on 3rd and 1 will get the first down off the left side to about the 23. So Damian Bennett perhaps saved in the stat sheet, as he could have had 2 fumbles today. Instead, will go down with, well, 0 so far. 1st and 10, Massimo right side, breaking it out. Good juke move, and picks up a first down about 12 yards. Tony Massimo has really shown me something today, something we didn't see from Mike Lunchpail any of the last few years. Looks like this guy might actually be some kind of player. Well, 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Massimo will get another carry, and this time nowhere to go, as that one was blocked up. Courtney Brown making the stop, a gain of about 1. 2nd down and 9 upcoming, and Damian Bennett has checked back into the game. He will get the call on the left, and taken down in the backfield. Great job there by Robert Smith, fighting off the block of Girlfriend Vancouver, and Bennett frustrated as he saw a lot of open space if he could have just gotten past that first guy. So it'll be 3rd down and long. The Rogues are 4 of 8 on 3rd downs thus far in the game. 11 yards to go for the first down, and we are inside 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Back to pass, Appleseed looking over the middle, and caught! Ghostkeeper, first down! A 13-yard pickup for number 13, Joe Ghostkeeper, and Alex Appleseed's stats on the day: 14 of 20, 214 yards and 2 touchdowns. Very efficient game for him. Bennett will get the call up the middle and will fight to about midfield, a gain of 4. That brings us to the 2-minute warning as the Rogues now just trying to run out the clock. We've got the ball at midfield. Bennett will get the call on the left, taken down. Helga Lawrence coming through unblocked through the middle. No gain on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 8. 3rd and long now. Massimo checked into the game at tailback. Appleseed will go back to pass. And they're trying to set the screen up as Massimo got away from the first guy, but got back about to the line of scrimmage as the defense was all over that one. They will call a timeout, and we will have to punt it away. And with 1:16 to go in the 4th quarter, this will be the first punt of the game for Fred Pantaleano, the second-year punter who led the league in net average last season. Trying to follow that up this year, and that's a pretty good punt, angled right to the corner, but it's going to go just out of bounds inside that pylon, and a good bounce. Pantaleano with a good effort there, but it'll be a touchback. The Tigers now will start out with 3 wide receivers, 1:10 to go in the game, and they are going to be in desperation mode. Cornbread in motion off to the left side as Chartreuse starts from the shotgun. He goes back to pass. Pressure now, gets it away. Bojangles on the catch, and that'll be a gain of about 6 to the 25-yard line. And they will hustle back up to the ball and come out of that same shotgun formation. Back to pass, and now he will pull it down and run off the right side. The quarterback draw works as Ilko will pull him down at the 37. Inside a minute to go now in the game. And they will come out of the no-huddle again, looking across the middle, and caught. Aquarius Juice making the catch in Rogues territory. Just over 40 seconds to go. He will hustle everybody back up to the ball. And we'll go back to pass again. Caught. Pinkston, a short gain off the right side, just inside the 40. The clock continuing to tick away. Back to pass, Chartreuse. And looking over the middle, nearly intercepted. Polamalu had a chance at it. It deflected to Washington, and now finally we can take a breather, as that was a flurry of action there by the Tigers, driving it down the field. Now they'll have a 3rd down and 4, and they will come out of the shotgun once again. Looking left, caught. Bojangles shaking off a tackle and getting it to the 26, and now the Tigers will call a timeout. 1st down and 10 here, 23 seconds to go. This is the very definition of garbage time. The Tigers doing little other than padding their stats. Chartreuse back to pass and has nowhere to go with it. Now finds Pinkston inside the 10. They will call their final timeout with 18 seconds left. Now this is where the Rogues, on defense, we've had disappointing numbers in pass defense each of the last few years, but honestly, it's because of situations like this. The Tigers, with nothing to play for, just driving it down, and now there's Cornbread, another completion to the 1-yard line. And they will hustle back up to the ball. I think the Rogues are going to call timeout here, as we want to make sure we're in the right defense. That's like I said a second ago, we are playing for pride, and we want to keep him out of the end zone. Chartreuse back to pass, pulling it down to run, and he will get it into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. We can't keep him out of the end zone. Chartreuse will score a touchdown with 4 seconds left. And so that is pretty much how the game is going to end, as they are lined up to kick it deep here with 4 seconds left. The Tigers scoring the epitome of a garbage time touchdown, and now here is Massimo getting some blocking and a nice looking return there by Massimo. And that is the last play of the game. So the Rogues win on opening day 24-10 over the Manshaka Tigers. We were in control the whole time. A great showing by the Rogues defense, looking much improved here in season 4, as we pretty much dominated wire to wire. A sad look on Neo Chartreuse's face as they fall 24-10 to Daggerford. Taking a look at the game's stats, the Rogues dominated pretty much every category as we held them under 100 rushing yards and also under 200 passing yards. Alex Appleseed had a wonderful performance in the stat sheet, even if he did throw a couple of really goofy passes. He finished 15 of 21 for 214 yards and 2 touchdowns, once again averaging over 10 yards per pass and completing 71% of his passes. Just a phenomenal performance for him. Damian Bennett had 104 yards on the ground on 21 attempts, including a 53-yard touchdown, his only touchdown of the day, and Tony Massimo chipped in with 23 yards as well. Our leading receivers, Damian Bennett and Ozymataz Buckshank, with 4 catches apiece. Buckshank had 70 receiving yards and a touchdown. Synthania Tugboat had 3 receptions for 55 yards and a touchdown, and Joe Ghostkeeper, the rookie, got their first 3 catches as well. They went for 43 yards. Honestly, the best thing on the day for the Rogues is that we did not give up a single sack. Looking at the offensive line stats, Girlfriend Vancouver led the way once again with 5 pancakes. Troy Polamalu, the leading tackler on the day, with 7 of those, and then we had a ton of sacks. Gerard Tumbleweed got 3 of them, Seamus Gilhooly got 1, and Lefty Washington got 1. And really the only blemish on the Rogues stat sheet today were the 2 missed field goals by Danilo Fantone as he pushed them both wide right. That's going to do it for this one. Alex Appleseed named the player of the game for his performance. He went 15 of 21 for 214 yards and 2 touchdowns. And so all but 2 games are complete in week 1, and I've had my eye on this next one the whole time. The Waterdeep Dragons are going to Baldur's Gate to play against the Space Hamsters. John Throgood making his debut as the quarterback of Baldur's Gate, going against his old team, the Dragons, in week 1. Can you ask for a better storyline? I don't think so. And the Space Hamsters dominate 35-7. And they did it on the ground. Bronco Nagurski with a touchdown run. Simon Goodberry with a couple of touchdowns in the second quarter. Goodberry got in the end zone again in the third quarter before Willie Beeman finally getting his first touchdown pass as a quarterback in the Faerun Football League. It went to Seth Hollings, but it was too little too late as John Throgood capped it off with a salt in the wound 34-yard touchdown pass to Peaches Lloyd. Baldur's Gate blowing out Waterdeep in week 1. They had 489 yards of total offense. Waterdeep able to convert just 1 of 10 third down opportunities. Willie Beeman had a pretty poor start with 12 of 22 passing for just 122 yards, 1 touchdown and 2 picks. Meanwhile, Throgood in a Baldur's Gate uniform went 23 of 30 for 282 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 pick. And it looks like Willie Beeman was able to gain 50 yards on the ground for Waterdeep as their second leading rusher, but they were unable to overcome the performance of Simon Goodberry and Bronco Nagurski, the Thunder and Lightning in Baldur's Gate's backfield, as they combined for 46 attempts and over 200 yards rushing. So the Space Hamsters in the win column, and they look like they might be the team to beat in this division this year with the brand new quarterback John Throgood and their great running game. This offense for the Space Hamsters looks really, really, really good. And on Monday Night Football, we've got the Port Nyanzaru Pirates, the defending champions, going on the road to face the Daramar Knolls. And the Pirates, of course, they begin their championship defense with a dominant 38-3 victory on the road. And so that'll do it for week 1 of season 4. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Todd Gonzalez. I'll see you next time, and I hope you have a wonderful day.